Why choose architecture? Let me start by talking about what architecture is not. Architecture is not all about drawings. Architecture is not all about designs. Architecture is not all about pretty renderings, 3D renderings. This is an example of a pretty rendering. Okay, architecture is actually a marriage of skill, training, and creativity. An architect is in the service of his client, always. And architecture is basically problem solving. Okay, so let's talk about this one. The architect as the prime professional. Okay, this is the hierarchy of building construction. First, the owner consults with an architect on what to build. And then under the architect is several other professions. Civil engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, sanitary engineers, interior designers, landscape architects, and going down to the building contractor who constructs the structure, what the owner wants, and site workers. Now, all of that starts with the architectural plans. Okay, so everyone else, every details, every aspects of the building construction must go through the architect before it can be implemented. That's why we are called the prime professional. Okay, now, what to expect in BS architecture? So first, it's creativity exercises, design plates, building technology and utility works, planning works, construction detailing, architectural theories, architectural history, professional practice, and engineering sciences. Now, this is a wide range of topics that you will be taking up when you go into the architecture program. This is an example of a very detailed drawing of a plan of a house. No? So take a look at it. It's very detailed from one aspect to another. Now, let's go down. This is an example of a site development plan, an overhead view of the plans that you will be developing for your clients. Simple elevations looking at the all of the views of the structure that you'll be building. This is a section. Now take a look at this. It's very detailed. It is not enough that you know how to draw everything. You still need to know what those things are. Everything that you need to be in place in actual construction and actual drawings, it should be reflected here. Okay, now, just because you think you're done with your works, it does not mean that you're done with your works. Take a look at this one. This is an example of what we call design markups. You do it, and then it goes back to you with red marks. And then you do it all over again. Okay, after 7 years, yes, 7 years, because it's 5 years BS architecture course, 2 years apprenticeship by law, 3 to 6 months of review, and 2 days PRC board exams. Congratulations, you are now an architect. Now you have to repeat the process and do it all over again. I'm sorry to say, you will never be done with plates. You will be doing this for the rest of your life once you go into this profession. Okay, so architects versus architecture graduates. We have an architecture graduates. This are the line of profession he can go into. He can become a draftsperson, a computer-aided design technician. These two prepares the design documents or the drawings of the construction. If you want to go into the site, you can become a construction manager, supervisor, construction safety officer, building manager, design officers, or a contractor. Now, versus an architect, a professional architect, all of the above can be done by the professional architect, and you become known as the project architect. And by law, only duly licensed architects are allowed to sign the architectural documents. Okay, so how much does our profession actually make? Per contract, an architect can ask for at least 8% to up to 15% of a total construction costs. And his duties are as follows: the preparation of design documents, preparation of construction documents, and site supervision. So for example, you have a 4 million peso residence for construction and you ask 8%, that equivalent to 320,000 pesos for that one project. No? But however, there are cons, no? If you are going into this type of practice. The architect is liable for his design for at least 15 years, I'm sorry. And all major responsibilities fall upon the architect of record. Because, like I said, that is due to you being the prime professional. Okay. Now, employed as an architect, no? So, of course, a lot of our people, no, goes after graduating or after taking the board exams, they prefer to go abroad. And this is just a range of what they make in working as an architect or in the architectural profession in other countries. No, so in some places like in Singapore, they make up to $3,000 to $8,000. That's roughly 105,000 to 280,000 pesos per month. The local average is a bit, well, it's lower, but it's roughly this one, 29,000 to 50,000 pesos per month. It depends on the experience that you have, and it depends on what firm you work in. And of course, you can always go into government. No? So as you know, we are in the build program of the current administration. And these are the range of what an architect can make working in the government. No? So architect with little experience, an architect 1 starts at 23,500 pesos and could go up to the division chief, no, architect 5, up to 83,400 pesos. And there's always a trend, no, BPO, business process outsourcing. You can make a lot of money doing outsourcing. Okay, now some of the facilities that we have in the for the BS architecture programs, of course, we have our drafting studios, no, that has a capacity. We have 6 of these, and it's well lighted, well ventilated, and air conditioned, overlooking the University of San Agustin swimming pool, audiovisual room, and of course the BS Architecture CAD laboratory, which is also shared by other programs of the college. No? So this is where we learned, we will teach you how to do those things that you saw in the first part of my presentation. No? Technical drawings using AutoCAD, developing renderings using other software such as SketchUp, Revit, or even 3ds Max. Okay. So here's what I want to say now. 7 out of 10 BS architecture students from the University of San Agustin are more likely to become professional architects. We have a very good track record. No? Our board exam passing rate has ranges from 68 to 75% constantly, even rises up to 80+% in recent years. So you can't go wrong with University of San Agustin. No, we are capable. We have very much capable faculty in the university, and we hope to see you next school year. Thank you very much.